Now hear me out. I love NoFap, and I love everything that, all the benefits that come with NoFap. But I feel like from the videos I watched of NoFap as well, other people around YouTube, the NoFap community I should say, I think you've lost sight of the purpose of NoFap. The purpose of NoFap is not to necessarily go on this big old long streak, but to ultimately stop watching porn. And your mindset of, your concept of NoFap is probably the reason why you keep relapsing right now. So tap in.
I liked it better cause I gave it what it lacked, had some fun with it and then I gave it back. This is for you. This goes out to you. This goes out to you. This goes out to you.
Hey, what's good with you? Well, Guan gang, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, hi. And if you're a returning subscriber, extra hi to you as well. I appreciate you for continuing to watch the videos I put out. I'm grateful. So if you're new, what you'll get is videos and content that's guaranteed to make you laugh, brighten up your day, while also giving you knowledge and insights that you can apply to your own personal life and make it better. I'm all about self-mastery, self-development, and self-improvement, while enjoying the process with laughter along the way, you know what I'm saying? So definitely hit them folks on the subscribe button. Millie Rock in New York at Millie Rock, yeah, how they did my sock, whoa. Millie Rock on that like button as well, whoa, you know what I'm saying? Whoa. Hey, so the crutch of this whole video, right, relies on this idea of NoFap and going on 7-day, 14-day, 30-day, 90-day, a year-long streak of not fapping.
Are we there yet? Yes. Really?
No!
Are we there yet?
No!
Are we there yet?
No, we are not!
Are we there yet?
No!
Right? But the thing is, right, pornography is much like a drug. It has the same dopamine rush as cigarettes, alcohol, caffeine, or any more of these other mainstream type of drugs that maybe we see affect people in a negative manner, right? So it's important for us to treat pornography much like how you would treat someone who's recovering from alcohol or recovering from cigarette usage or recovering from marijuana usage. If you were an alcoholic or you were somebody that was drinking almost every day, from my experience of working with addiction related people, I wouldn't tell you to go 30 days without just necessarily drinking alcohol, or 30 days just straight up without smoking, right? What I would tell you, however, is to gradually tone down your dosage of what you're intaking. That's the most effective way from what I've experienced, from what I've seen people go through to get over your addiction. Remember, how you started watching porn, it wasn't necessarily just all of a sudden you're watching porn every day. It was a gradual habit. You started watching it once a week, then it became twice a week, then 3 times or 4 times or 5 times a week. Then it became multiple times a day, right? So likewise, to gradually deconstruct those neural associations you've created to porn, it's important to gradually stop watching it as well. You didn't just wake up one day and you were watching porn every day. It was a gradual process. And such, it should be a gradual process to stop watching porn as well. So, practical, because I'm all about practical stuff, right? You need a little bit of airy-fairy stuff, but also the nitty-gritty practical. The mindset plus the practice, right? How does one actually use NoFap to their advantage, right?
How, Sway? Take a few steps back to go.
You ain't got the answers, man. You ain't got the answers.
So if you're somebody that currently watches porn maybe 5 days a week, the next week, right? Just aim to watch it 4 days a week. Try it out for a week or 2. Then gradually aim to watch it only 3 days a week. Try that out for another week or 2. And you see, just gradually slow it down. Because what I've experienced when I had this past mindset was I would go for a week or 2, I would be fine, not necessarily fine, but I still have those cravings a little bit. But when I did relapse, it was like I was trying to make up for all those other times that I didn't masturbate to porn. So I might go a week or 2 without watching it, but then as soon as I relapse, It's like a whole light switch. It's like, oh well, I went 14 days. What's the point of starting all over again, right? And the whole mindset of starting all over again further discourages you to stop fapping. It's like, let's say you went 30 days without fapping, and then you relapse. And you're like, oh shoot, you gotta go another 30 days. I start all over again. And that discourages you from actually, you know, mastering your sexual desire, mastering all that things that come with NoFap. So the accurate way, the most beneficial way for you to actually stop watching pornography is to gradually tone down your dosage. Much like someone who's taking cigarettes, I tell them to gradually tone down the intake of cigarettes, because the cravings will be extremely high if you just go cold turkey, right? So like I said, pornography gives us the same like dopamine rush and high, that high feeling that much other things such as alcohol, cigarettes, and other activities give us, right? So although porn is not a drug per se, it does give us drug-like feeling. So we should treat it like a drug. So again, if you are somebody right now that watches porn every day, let's say you do 7 days a week, give yourself that leeway, right? Okay, cool. Analyze where you are right now, right? How often do you currently watch porn? And then just gradually tone down your dosage level every 2 weeks or every week or so. And you will see that the cravings are lessened, because you know you're still indulging a little bit, but you're also like creating the habit of not watching porn as well. And so the cravings will be lessened. You won't feel discouraged to start, because you know you're working with your addiction rather than trying to fight it with willpower all the time, right? And I just feel like this whole mindset of like, you've gotten too nostalgic with the idea of going 30 days or 100 days or 60 days or a whole year without fapping. It's not necessarily about the route which you get there, but the end goal is to stop fapping. So I don't necessarily want us to demonize relapsing. You can use relapses to your own beneficial benefit of sorts, right? See, like for example, if you were an alcoholic and let's say you were drinking every day, the best way for you to stop drinking cold turkey is to actually go into a treatment facility or go into a supervised setting, so that you don't see the drawbacks of you being an alcoholic and trying to go cold turkey could end up resulting in death because of all the symptoms, the physical and emotional and psychological symptoms you get from alcohol withdrawal. And although porn isn't to that same level of an alcoholic, there are definitely symptoms and withdrawal symptoms, and psychologically, emotionally, physically, that you do face a little bit, more so emotionally, that you do face when you quit porn. So I'm all about getting the end result in the most effective, efficient, timely manner that, you know, works for damn near everybody. So this is what I've come to a conclusion of, based on my own experience and based on those that I work with who, you know, stop watching porn. So don't be necessarily overly attached to a streak per se, but rather than being attached to a streak, enjoy the process of taking back control of your life along the way, right? So if you can just, it's so much easier to just go one less day without watching porn, or one less sitting without watching porn, than to try and put all this energy and time into going a whole week, 2 weeks, a month, and then you relapse, and then you're like, oh, what's the point? NoFap is useless. I'll just relapse again.
Chill, just shut up and vibe. Every single time you hit, you're wasting your own time.
Right? And then when you relapse, you're like, F it, and you just binge watch. I would say binge drink if I was talking to the alcoholics, but in this case, binge watch a multitude of sex scenes, right? So don't stress it too much. Take it easy on yourself. Don't be too hard on yourself. Just like gradually tone down your overall dosages, and you will be good. You will be good. Now, you may not have someone in your life right now that can hold you accountable to these steps, or that, you know, can give you more guided, hands-on approach to quit your addiction. So if you want, you know, me to help you, like, you know, everybody needs a coach. NBA players have coaches. They have, even necessarily those coaches, trainers or coaches aren't necessarily better than them, but those trainers and coaches make those players accountable, the professional athletes accountable to train, accountable to continuously try and get better and get to their end goal in the most effective and efficient way. So if you're serious about definitely, finally quitting your porn addiction, you wanna know the certain foods that you should be eating, the certain meditation practices you should be implementing, and the overall nitty-gritty understanding of why you become addicted and how to get over your addiction, check out my mini course, mini email series that will walk you through unusual but scientifically proven methods to quit your addiction once and for all. So check out my mini course, mini email series, linked in my description and pinned comment. I appreciate y'all for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. I have a ton of other videos that, you know, can definitely be helpful and should give you some insights, but I definitely feel that the accountability is what makes people actually take action upon the videos that I put out there. I have like 30 videos about porn on my channel, and you know, I generally hope it helps you, but some people, until there's more of a structure in place, they don't take action upon the free information. So, you know, there's more incentive to take action once you have more accountability, you know what I'm saying? But yo, God bless, much love, peace and joy, namaste, and always remember, if it doesn't feed you, don't worry about what you're watching, what you're listening to, what you're eating, because our diet is more than just what we eat. It's everything we consume. You know what I'm saying? Alright, fam. I'll see y'all in the next video. Oh, and always remember as well, keep that same energy, be real, be authentic in every situation. If people doubted you, overlooked you, slept on you, but now once they see you at the top, once they see you making some moves, if the girls that rejected you before, guys that didn't want to F with you before, now once your business is popping, your career is popping, now they want to support you, you tell them, keep that same energy of that you had when I started. All facts, no cap. I'll see y'all in the next video. Deuces.
My life will begin by inspiring the world through the strike of a pen. So I gotta thank the fam, cause they made me who I am. First they showed me how to fall, and they taught me how to stand. I just gotta be myself and they'll all understand. Like an Owolabby.